Hey guys, this is Siren here, and welcome to my first book review. So just bear with me since this is my very first time doing this. I might be a little nervous and, just a little, um, nearing the end of the day, so my brain is kind of like in shutdown mode. But so here is what is going to be in this video. So I'm going to go into details about books that I have finished reading, and I'm not going to set a date or anything on when I'm going to put these book reviews up, because I want to take my time finishing reading the books and just take my time on enjoying the books I read, just so that I can give my full honest opinions about them and what I think of it. I'm not going to rate these books or anything. I'm just going to talk about them and give my personal opinions about the books I have read. And as you can see, my dog Dakota is sleeping on the couch right there. So this is just what happened. I didn't force her into it. She's just right there. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I will go ahead and give you my opinion about my first book review. So let's go ahead and get started. So, for this first book review, I'm going to talk about this one, Theo of Golden by Allen Levi. If I haven't pronounced your last name correctly, I'm so sorry. But this is his first novel that he read, and I finished this book quite a while back. So it's pretty fresh in my mind on what I read throughout this book. But mainly, this book is about a man named Theo who first came to Golden, Georgia, for some unknown reason, but he got to meet the locals. But what happened on his first day was that he went to this cafe called the Chalice, and when he went over there, he met the owner of the cafe. And when he got in there, he saw a line, and I mean a line of so many pencil-drawn portraits of people that are local in Golden. And it caught his eye, and he actually read about it that the drawings were made by a local artist in Golden, and saying that he had done 98 portraits of people who that is local in the town, that the owner of the Chalice, when they were opening up, they offered to put up his portraits so that it could be sold from their cafe. So that's what he did. However, so far, nobody, and I mean nobody, has even bought them, and it's crazy because the way that it was described, these portraits of the people were amazing, and this artist was very talented when it comes to portraying the people, like their expressions, especially the eyes, especially like what Theo sees in these people in the portraits. And that gave Theo an idea of doing portrait pistols to the people on the portrait. And he was told that the names of the people on the portraits are actually on the back. So he bought his first portrait so that he can buy them himself and then give them as a gift to whoever is on the portrait. I'm not going to go into too much details or spoilers, but that's pretty much like the basic part of the book. It's mainly about Theo doing these portrait pistols at a bench at this place called a fetter, where a fountain was. and he does these bestowals one after another at a time, and he doesn't ask for anything in return. He just gives them as a gift to these people on the portraits. And then he would hear stories about these portraits, and especially what he thinks when he sees their faces on the portraits. And he literally did all this not asking for anything in return, but for the selflessness and the goodness of his heart, because he honestly and passionately wanted to know about these different people on the portraits. So he started doing this for a while, and he even got to meet many of the locals, many different kinds of people. I'll give you some examples. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything about the book, because it's honestly best if it's read first. That way you can get a broader perspective on the kind of person that Theo is. And he's actually an 86-year-old man, and he is actually healthy for his age, which is a shock. I'm like, wow. And he can even walk long distances without even getting so tired. So I was pretty impressed by that. And also, so these groups of people, I'm going to give an example. He met a bookstore owner, and then he met a young college student who was playing a cello at a university in Golden. And then he met a nighttime janitor who has an 8-year-old daughter that is going through surgery after surgery after an accident. And he even got to meet and talk with a bartender who actually lost an arm in the book, which is crazy. I'm like, now I'm curious, how is he making drinks at a bar? I was like so curious, and I'm like, that takes a lot of talent to be able to do that, which I find very impressive. And Theo does a lot of things out of the kindness of his heart, and like I said, he never asked for anything in return, because that's just the kind of guy that Theo is. And he even got to meet this artist eventually, and they became really good companions, and he started developing like close friendships with the locals in Golden. And a lot of people, even though he didn't really talk about himself very much, or even gave his full name to the people of Golden, everybody knows him as Theo, and that's it. And that's what I love about it. Even though it was kind of a mystery of like that he had like let himself be mysterious, but obviously it was for a good reason. Not that he ever got in trouble or anything, but mainly because if you read further, if you read the book a little further, you definitely understand why. I finally understood why when I read through the book. But anyway, so when I finished reading the book, Theo actually reminds me of my dad in a certain way, because my dad is getting up there, but also my dad is the type of person who doesn't like asking for anything in return. He just does this because he just does selfless things and nice things for others because he wants to, and that's exactly what Theo was about. And he genuinely, and I mean genuinely, listens to people, no matter like how silly it may be or how sad things might be. He genuinely listens to people. And that's what I love about Theo. In my mind, I was like, we need someone like Theo, because nowadays there's not a whole lot of kindness, and that's really sad, in my opinion. We definitely need kindness, and we definitely need kindness everywhere, because it's very rare these days, and Theo makes me want to do much more, and it just makes me want to help people in a way that I can, and that really inspired me a lot. So I definitely highly recommend this book, if you guys are interested, because this book was definitely not the kind I would usually go for to read, but I definitely recommend this book if you want like a different read, or if you want something more heartwarmed or heartfelt, especially when there's like people like Theo in it. This book I highly recommend, because this book definitely is something that I would definitely have on my top favorite list of books. So, yeah. But yeah, this book is definitely heartfelt, generous, kind, and caring, because Theo was very, very caring, especially when it comes to strangers. So he never judges people, ever. He's definitely non-judgmental, and that's what I love about Theo. He just goes above and beyond for others, not for his own gain, but for others that needs the help. So he provides that for them, whether it's just to talk or to be listened to, or even if you don't ask for help, he just does it. And that's what I love about Theo. And if Allen Levi is going to make more books like this, I would definitely love to read more of these books, because I think this type of book like this one is definitely what we need today. Even though it's a novel and it's fiction, this is the type of book I believe we all definitely need. I know, especially me, since I know I'm mostly into mystery novels or dark fantasy books, or just horror stuff in general. Sometimes I like to get away from that and read something more different, like outside of the normal genres that I'd read. So yeah, that was my honest opinion about Theo of Golden. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and especially hearing about what I think of Theo of Golden. I definitely highly recommend on checking the book out. It's really good, and it's definitely on my top favorite books to read. If you're not sure on where to get the book, I got this over at Walmart in the town I live in, and I even checked other places. You can get it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It's everywhere, and I just absolutely fell in love with this book the more I read. And when I got to the end, I just love it even more. And I really hope once you guys, if you want to read it, go for it, because I would love to hear what you guys think of the book. I honestly would love to hear it. And that's my honest opinion about Theo of Golden. And like I said, if Allen makes more books like Theo of Golden, I would definitely love to read more. So, Allen, good job from me. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and I will And I will do my next book review whenever I can. I just, like I said, I'm not going to set a date or anything. I'm just going to do it whenever I can. And I will see you guys on my next book review. Alright? Bye! Dakota, do you want to say bye too? Do you want to say bye? Do you want to say bye? Do you want to say bye? Huh? She's saying goodbye.